In today's episode, I pick up a World Cup newbie from the airport.
Welcome.
Enjoy the pre-match street fun, revel in the Argentinian atmosphere, watch a rugby ball rescue, and witness one of the greatest rugby matches of all time.
My name's Tim Tunnicliff, host of the Amateur Rugby Podcast, and I'm here in France to show you the entirety of the Rugby World Cup. I'll be travelling the country, hitting the fan zones, showing you the in-stadium experience and getting the lowdown from all the talking points from what is sure to be an epic World Cup.
Yesterday I watched Roman characters play rugby, made friends with Romanians, enjoyed some singing on the train, some games in the street, and ended the night by watching Portugal get their first ever World Cup win.
Oh, I'm excited. Guess what day it is?
Yes!
Such an exciting day. That's right, it's quarterfinals weekend, and welcome to Nice. What? What's that? The quarterfinals are in Marseille? Oh God. There must be another reason I'm here then. Welcome to the World Cup.
Welcome.
My brother's joining me. Hi Chris. Excited?
Yes.
The old péage is a lot easier when you got somebody in the passenger seat. So much easier. Just dropping the bro off at the hotel. See you for lunch. Hectic day. Next stop. Park up, then lunch, then rugby, all that good stuff.
I grabbed a quick shower, then I was on my way back into town. We had wood-fired pizza in a restaurant with fluorescent art, then headed for the stadium for pre-match fun. This guy sneaked through on Chris's ticket, but the stadium was much better organised in the beer department than earlier in the tournament, and we settled into our slightly unorthodox seats.
Half time here in Marseille. Wales 10, Argentina 6. What has been the story of the half, Chris Tunnicliff?
Wales were on top for quite a period. We started to get scrum dominance. Line-out's a bit of a shambles for both teams. Dan Bigger cut through the middle with a good try. But then Argentina come back in the last 10 minutes. Much to my surprise, I thought they'd be in the second half coming back, but they managed to do it a bit ahead of time.
Yep, they've had a nice last 10 minutes to this half. 2 penalties, making it competitive. They were kicking far too much in the middle third early in the game, getting turned over. That was a bit of a problem for them. What do you think come full time?
I'm still going Wales. I still think Wales will hold out. I still think they've got it in them to hold on for the win. And I'm still going for Northern Hemisphere teams in the semi-final.
I picked Argentina before. I'm going to stick with them. I think they're going to grow further into the game. The other big story from the first half is the Welsh numbers on the back of their shirts, which are just falling off everywhere. At the moment, Liam Williams is playing loose head, by all accounts, and to be fair, he's hard enough too, so, you know.
It's a disgrace. The kit man should be sacked.
Yeah. And last thing before we go, what about the beer situation?
The beer situation is fantastic. They have men with barrels on their backs. What more would you want to ask for?
The World Cup is getting better and better week by week. Can't wait for the second half. full time here in Marseille. Argentina win. What score?
29-17.
Thank you. But it was not. It was way closer than that. This was never a 12-point game. This was a 1-2-point game for most of the second half. How did you see it going?
Badly, from my perspective. You called it, I didn't. What do I know? I thought more Northern Hemisphere teams were going to get through. I was wrong. Well done, Argentina. Wales just didn't get into the game in the second half, apart from a little breakaway try. That was it.
Yeah, Argentina dominated territory. They ground away. They kicked the points when they got the opportunity. Got an intercept towards the end, and then another penalty, and that was game over.
But to be fair, the Argentina supporters were the best supporters in the stadium. Bouncing, jumping, loving life.
Which is a big call, because the Welsh are incredible supporters as well. But I've said it many times this World Cup, these Argentina fans are absolutely unbelievable. Like, it's hard to... There's lots of people shouting, sit down, but a bit of me was shouting, like, just carry on. Like, it's brilliant fun.
It'll be a good night in Marseille tonight.
Just one more game to go.
Will we make it?
Maybe not. Here we are in Marseille. The streets are empty, but the drama never ends. The rugby ball is up the tree. Nessie, how does it feel to be the hero of the night?
It was great.
Yeah? What would you like to say to your friends and family?
Wales should have won that one.
What about the rugby ball up the tree? What about that kind of stuff?
Don't do that. And if it goes in the tree, tell someone. Don't just walk off.
Well said. What do you think about the bar we're in? You know, what's the situation here?
It's very unique, you know. Famous bar. There's good bread though.
Good bread.
Yeah, I had some.
How much bread do you have?
4 slices.
And would you say that's the best part of your day?
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably.
Number one team in the world, losing 11-0, 20 minutes in. Sid, what do you think?
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Chris, what do you think?
They're the number one team in the world for a reason. Watch the rest of the game.
Oh. Well, we will. We are here in a random bar in Marseille, and we've just seen a remarkable half of rugby. Summarise it, Stuart, please, in 3 seconds.
In 3 seconds.
You've already taken 3 seconds. Feel free to take as much time as you like.
I feel that Ireland's mentality must be enormously strong, given that the All Blacks have come wave after wave and they look like scoring every time they're in the 22.
I've never seen a game where New Zealand has lost. I know they exist, but I haven't seen it.
I think that the Irish are so dependent on Sexton moving the ball very, very quickly to the spaces.
Even though I'm for Ireland, I have trouble seeing them having... It'll be close, that's all I can say.
And I think that if they can get over the gain line, which Dorries has struggled a little bit, Marnie, and their lineup doesn't look that confident, but the Irish look like they're not creaking under pressure, so I believe if they can get their noses in front, I think they'll be okay. But as with the All Blacks teams of old, they do look like scoring every time they're in possession of the ball, regardless of what position they're in on the field.
You've done an incredible summary there, but yet you still seem to be sitting on the fence. Who's going to win the game, Stuart Long?
If you're asking me, which you are,
I am.
You're asking
directly.
me. That's what I'm going to
asking
answer. And the fence, whilst it's very comfortable, I would put my money on New Zealand still.
I would also put my money on New Zealand, but I sense there might be somebody in our vicinity that disagrees. Chris, who do you think is going to win?
Ireland!
Désormais encore, avec les gros Kidab, Vanderfleer.
What we thinking, people? What we thinking?
New Zealand wanted more. I think Ireland didn't change. I think they played the same game that Ireland's played for a long time. I think New Zealand just wanted to win, and I think New Zealand lifted when they needed to lift, and so they won.
Ireland had so many chances which they didn't convert. Alone just a kick, which was 38 meters out. I could nearly kick that. And he missed it. They would have gone in front, which is an ego boost more than a game boost. And that try they missed, I would have done a different pick. But yeah, 38 phases in the last ball. It was pretty impressive. Everyone was tired, and so was the ref, so I think he blew it off early. But New Zealand did defend well. 38 phases, just meters being made. Respect to them. Sucks for Ireland.
Final minutes, I was expecting them to push that all the way. It was slow going, but they were consistent. They didn't make any mistakes, and they just pushed through a few meters at a time. It got really intense. I've never felt that. They just kept building it up. It was like a horror movie where they just keep going with it.
And tell me a little bit about your brown hoodie. I really like your brown hoodie.
I saw that with my brother. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool as well.
Is this a good shot?
All right with that, aren't we? Really, the point I wanted to make was that Sexton missed the penalty at the most pivotal moment in the game, and the 4-point deficit that Ireland were chasing changed the way that they attacked in those last 3 minutes. I also think that when they went for the pushover try, having got a penalty try for a pushover and a yellow card, they should have been more patient when they went the second time again. Keelan Dory's dropping that ball from the resulting dropout where they should have scored a try. Ireland will have a lot of regrets from that. That leaf on your face is making me chuckle, but New Zealand are a proper handful now for anyone else, as I would have thought from the outset, but people wrote them off at their peril.
At their peril.
And although the Northern Hemisphere was deflated, there was still plenty of fun to be had in the bars. And this guy even managed to convince me to join the, well, I don't even know what it's called. Let me know in the comments if you do. And if you've enjoyed this episode, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to make sure you don't miss the next one when we'll be going to Fiji versus England.